Hello, I am Rat, and today I'll be going over some of the mix-up that I use while I'm playing Millia Rage. Okay, to start us off, I'm going to be going over some of the mid-screen mix-ups that I use this patch. So, gotta start off with the 2K2D. One of the new ones that came with the latest patch was Turbofall into 2K Turbofall. Now, this is really good against players that are not too familiar with the Millia matchup because it's really hard, like, when you're not familiar with the character to keep track of where she is when she's doing this, because there's just a lot of clutter on the screen. There's the H-Disc, there's Millia, there's your character. It's hard to keep track when you're not familiar with fighting the character. Now, if you're fighting someone that is familiar with fighting Millia, then doing Turbofall and do Capel right there is very good against experienced players. By this I mean Turbofall, Capel on the same side, because when they see the Turbofall startup animation, then they are gonna just instantly block cross up, so they do not get hit by the disc. Now, doing the Capel makes it so the Capel hits them before the disc comes out, and you get a close slash combo afterwards. Now, that is really good against experienced players. Another mix you can do off of Turbofall is to jump JH right there. Now that's all right, but if you time the JH a little early, then it auto guards, and if you time it late, then they can just mash your air grab. That's kind of just a gimmick, if they're not too experienced against Millia. Another good one is doing FD into Turbofall. This allows you to get, let's see if I can get it, another 2K2D, which, if you're fine with that, if they're not low health, then that's probably a pretty good mix-up that you can go with. You can also do, one that I've been using before this patch for a pretty long while, is to just do forward jump and do IIDJH. Now, if you time the IIDJH right, it gets cross up. And from that height, it wouldn't have comboed into 2K2D, but if you time it right, and you're at the right height, then it will, and you'll get another free 2K2D mix-up. Now, that one is really good from my experience, because that's IIDJH against even people that know the Millia matchup really well. It's really just hard to react to, because you have a lot of options, You're gonna be doing, you have the option of the cross up right before you land, or you can do same side right there, or you can do empty low. Now, this is also really good, because usually the forward jump, you have to block same side, but sometimes when you get the 2K2D really close, you have to block cross up, and that is really difficult to tell when, and it's really just on the Millia player to understand at what spacings that they should be going for that, because experienced players in the Millia matchup will just always, if they see you do this, they will always block same side. And to get them, to really trick them, you can just, if you're really close, then you can go for the jump and, trick them. Now, let's look at some of the new stuff with the Turbofall into the corner, with the added this patch. Okay, first of all, one of the main problems with their last patch was in the corner. She really couldn't, against like good players with good fuzzy defense, she really could, it was really hard to just open up the opponent. Like, you really can't do that much. You get the FD break into another IAD to really confuse their fuzzy timings, but if their fuzzy timings are on point, then they can block that pretty easily. With the addition of the Turbofall into the corner, you get a lot of tricky stuff. You can do that, which is Turbofall and Mirage right as you land. And that's also really good, because if they have 50 meter to YRC, and they YRC like when they see you in the corner, you know they're gonna want your seat. Like they just went in the corner, you know, you get free corner pressure. But if you Mirage right after, you actually land outside the corner. Same with Burst if they try and react to it. Now it's really just, you know, there's a few mix-ups you can do, but it's really like a knowledge check. Because off the 2K2D HDIS Turbo Fall, that one is pretty reactable. You know, it's pretty hard to open someone up like that. But if you do close slash 2H and do HDIS, that one that hits nearly everybody. That is really hard to react to. You can also do it off of 6H. You gotta time the spacing a little better, but same concept, you know. Now that is fuzzy jumpable, but you know, if they're not experienced in the Millia matchup, then they won't know how to do that. Another thing that you can do, which doesn't require a disc setup, is close slash 2H Mirage S disc. Now that doesn't really look like anything, but with that you can do TK Turbo Fall, land in the corner. Now that's good against someone if they've never seen this before. That's pretty much just a free hit. But if they have seen it before and they are like they see this setup and they're going to be blocking cross up, you're in a bad situation. Someone just blocked you while you're in the corner, you know. It's pretty telegraphed what your options are. You're probably just going to IADJH, and if they're smart, you know, if they're a good player, then they should be ready for an air grab or something of the sorts. So if they're looking for that, when they see that setup, you can just do that, and it'll hit same side. Now that is really good, you know. That is probably unblockable. I mean, not unblockable, just unreactable. To do that, you just gotta delay the TK Turbo Fall a little bit, and that's just really hard to tell. I don't think you can react to that. Now the thing is, if they block that capel setup, same side, then they can grab punish you if you don't do, like, say, another TK Turbo Fall to beat the grab. Right there. You cannot mash, as you can see. I was trying to mash PP right there, her fastest 4 frame normal. And you can tech it, but so there's a little bit of an RPS scenario. Now if you do another 2K Turbo Fall, you get a punish. You get a pretty good punish. But, you know, it's just a RPS scenario, like any other in the game. There we go. Probably unoptimal combo, but, you know, you see the idea. Now that is really good in the corner. Whew. And that is about all that I got for you. Thanks for watching.